What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Today, we're going to be doing Mock Draft 2.0, and this is actually after the Senior Bowl. The first mock draft that I did was before the Senior Bowl, so right now, we're sitting here on February 17th, where we're recording this video. A lot of things has happened, right? We got a lot of players that their draft stock has gone up after the Senior Bowl, but this is still going to be before free agency as well as the draft, so right now where we're sitting, it's less than a month away from free agency. So we're going to get some content coming our way here with obviously more news for the Cardinals. So appreciate you guys for rocking with me and obviously watching the videos. I appreciate you guys. Let me do a huge shout out here to the sponsors of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. That's going to be BetUS. Looking for a brand new sports book? BetUS is the way to go. Currently, right now, if you use promo code YouTube150, they will provide you with a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit and a 125% sign-up bonus on the following two. That's going to be using promo code YouTube150 upon signing up. Of course, bet responsibly and bet within your means. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go and get started here. Let's talk about our mock draft 2.0, shall we? All right, let's get started here. We are going to be using the PFF mock draft simulator. And one thing that I have, an issue with this mock draft simulator is that for some odd reason, Jalen Walker, which is a member of the Georgia Bulldogs, he's listed as a second-round pick. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know how PFF has not fixed this yet, unless they truly think he's going to be a second-rounder. I don't get it, right? We're not going to trade up, right? Especially in the first round. We might trade up here in the later rounds because this is going to be a 7-round mock draft for the Cardinals. But as of right now, let's take a look to see who went with the first 15 picks. So you got Cam Ward, you got Hunter, Sanders, Carter, McMillan, Johnson, Graham, Will Campbell, Burden, Mike Green. See, Mike Green is a guy on the last mock draft that I did. For some reason, was in the second round. Now, stock went up, right? He's going to be one of the first edge rushers getting taken. So, he got picked up to the Chicago Bears, Emeka Ibuka, Genty, Starks, and then you got Benjamin Morrison. Now, anything's on the table right here for us as a Cardinals organization. I really want to focus on the trenches. We got a few people that want to, ring our phone and potentially want us to move back. I know that is Monty Ossenfort's forte, but as of right now, with where we are at, I'm not trading back with the Seahawks. Tampa might be a little intriguing. Let's see what they would want. Can we accumulate the... Yeah, I mean, if they're not willing to get off this 51, I mean, they probably will give up that 83rd, which wouldn't be bad to move back 3 spots. Okay, who is there's a few edge players right now that I really want the Arizona Cardinals to potentially go after. James Pierce Jr., obviously. Michael Williams, obviously. And then you got your interior with Walter Nolan. So we got some players here that the Cardinals could potentially pluck if we go back 3 spots. Oh, this is so intriguing. James Pierce is a guy that I really, really do like. And usually he doesn't fall to me. Usually he doesn't fall, especially when I'm doing these mock drafts. 6'5", 243. 43 hurries, 4 hits, 1 batted ball down. Oh, man. Plays on the outside. I'm going to go that route. I know it's so intriguing to trade back, but I'm going to try to stick to my guns here and go after the guy that I feel like is going to make a huge impact in day one. The good thing is that this edge rushing class or this defensive line class is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So, and I mean deep, not brilliant. It's deep. So that's a good thing that we got going for us, that if I didn't go that route, we probably can get somebody else in the second round. But I want to make sure I get my edge rusher of the future. That's what I'm really, really leaning towards. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look to see who else went in the second round. Okay. So trenches is still what I'm thinking right now. And here's the thing. Jalen Walker being here at the 52, I'm going to try to make this as realistic as I possibly can. I'm going to try to make this as realistic as I possibly can. So Jalen Walker being here, I'm going to act like he's not there. So for the people out there saying, oh, you should have gone after Jalen Walker, I'm going to act like he's not here. So players that I would love the Cardinals to potentially go after, Derek Harmon, Tackle with Cameron Williams is a possibility. I'm still thinking trenches. Um, got Donovan out of Boston College, or we can go interior guard and go after Tyler Booker. Lot of intriguing options here. We can go after our interior defensive lineman too. You know, I, I think what I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to go after Tyler Booker. Biggest reason as to why is because that there's a lot of unknown when it comes down to our guards. We got Isaiah Adams last year. We've seen him a few different times here, and he looks pretty decent. I don't know if Evan Brown's coming back. And I don't know if Will Hernandez is coming back. I would bring back either of the two with a 1-year deal. But if we bring back, let's say, for example, Will Hernandez, which most likely will be the fan favorite, he does get injured a lot. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to really focus on the trenches. I'm going to go after Tyler Booker, guard out of Alabama. So we got our guard. Hopefully, he's going to be one of those guys for the future that's going to be the guard for us, right? And I've looked before. He has played right guard as well as left guard. So maybe we can kick him out to either side if the Cardinals could potentially, if Isaiah Adams works out, right, then we can put him on the other side. So there's that. All right. So we got the 78th the 78th overall pick right here. You got a few wide receivers going, which believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there that don't feel like the Cardinals should go wide receiver in any of these drafts. I don't get it. I don't understand. We have a huge hole right now with, we don't know what's happening with Greg Dortch. We don't know at all. I mean, this is pretty intriguing right here too. He plays right tackle and left tackle. Is it Savea? Out of Arizona. That's so intriguing. Okay, here's the reason why I'm thinking that, right? Jonah Williams was supposed to be the guy that's supposed to be the right tackle. He didn't look great, especially when he came back after injury. He looked okay. So maybe for the future, it's a possibility. You also got Thomas out of Florida State. That's not bad. Anthony Belton is another possibility as well. He doesn't play a lot of right tackle, and being the fact right now that we got Paris Johnson at left, oh man, these are a lot of good options right here. I think what I'm gonna do, and then of course the guy I really like, Tez Johnson. He was in the Senior Bowl and he looked fantastic. But slot is another position that I feel like the Cardinals can definitely address. Wilson. Let's see here. Let's see what trade back options we have. Okay, so we got the Cincinnati Bengals willing to give us the 81st. So that's what? 3 spots back? So if we give our 78th, would they give us their 117th? They won't. What the? But they'll give us the 153. What if we did a swap? No, they won't. Okay. Well, 53 isn't bad. What about the 84? So 120 here. I mean, they're considering it. I don't want to move too far back though. I'm not moving to 85. Let's go back to the Bengals. So obviously they will just do that quick swap. That doesn't help me at all. Okay, so that doesn't. Okay, let's maybe not Bengals. Let's go back to here. Sorry, I'm just debating what I should do here. I think the Bengals might be the play. I'm just trying to figure out a compensation that I'm happy with as well. I want to take your 117. Let it happen. Okay. Well, maybe we go this route. So we're going to have a pretty big gap there. Okay. Well, so we have the 113. Okay, so let's do that. So, nope, didn't want to accept it. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm cool with picking here too. I'm cool with picking here too. So I'm gonna try to stick to my guns as well. I mean, I'm not going to settle. Don't give me the 121. I don't want to move this. I don't want to move 7 picks back. I really don't. Few people I got my eye on. Obviously Trenches is always going to be an option. Belton, I like Tez Johnson as well. Dayon Walker, I like as well. Okay, let's. Oh, I hate you, Bengals, so bad right now. You really don't want to give up this pick, huh? So that means that we'll also move back 4, but we'll get a 153. So we'll have a back-to-back 152. I feel like we're just going back to the. That doesn't even make sense. Sorry, guys. I swear this is almost done. Maybe we go the Broncos route. Okay, let's do this then. Okay, we'll move back 6 spots. Okay, here we go. Okay, perfect. All right, so here we are. So we accumulated a little bit more draft picks. Another 4th rounder. And then we got. Okay, so I'm not mad at it. I still have a player that I really, really want on here. Thomas is another option as well. I know you're all gonna hate me. Man, I really want Tez Johnson. Dayon Walker is also another possibility as well, too. 6'6", 345, 4 sacks, 18 hurries. I'm going after a guy I really liked in the Senior Bowl. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go after somebody I really liked in the Senior Bowl. I'm going after Tez Johnson. I might get a lot of flack for it, but we can potentially go after another interior defensive lineman a little later on as well. So, man, see now I got regrets, but I do like Tez Johnson. I feel like he's gonna be a really good player, especially in the interior. We need somebody that's going to replace Greg Dortch. Is he coming back? We don't know. We don't know. Okay, here we are. Jalen Noel's there as well. We're not going back to back wide receivers. I'm just looking for my own curiosity. He's got a lot. The reason why I went Tez Johnson, he's got a lot of slot reps as well. So I'm cool with the pick. I think it's a good pick. All right, let's take a look. All right, here we are. So we got the 113th, and then we got the 120. I said this once, and I'll say it again, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I hope the Cardinals can go after a quarterback. I hope they do. I hope they go after a quarterback this year. Now, Jackson Dart is a guy I really, really like. I'm going to go after him again. People might not like it, but I'm going to go after him again. I feel like he's probably going to be 3 or 4 quarterback. But because of this, PFF simulator, they don't have him that high. So right now, before the combine, I'm going to be able to pluck him right here. I feel like the quarterback at Jackson Dart, he might most likely not be available here at 113. He might get picked up somewhere in the top 50s, the top 60s, top 70s, but I'm going to rock with him, man. I feel like he's a really good player. All right. So now we are here. Okay. So this worked out. So we got another player here in Joshua Farmer out of FSU, which 6 sacks, 3 hits, 17 hurries, 6'3", 318. Hey, man, I think this is going to be the option that we go right here for the Cardinals. Just take a look to see who else is available. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Joshua Farmer, welcome to the Arizona Cardinals. We got our interior defensive lineman. So far, this is what it looks like. We're going to speed this up just a little bit just because we got a lot of picks before the one we pick, which is the 190th. We're coming up here real soon. And this one's just going to be a flyer. All right, let's take a look here. So now with the 190th overall pick in the NFL draft, should we just get another big body? Right tackle, here we go. Out of Oregon. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. A Johnny Cornelius. Let's take a look here. I think that's going to be where we go. That's going to be where we go. We're going to bring another tackle here. All right, so we got some defensive pieces, and then we got some offensive pieces. I understand you're probably looking at this and saying, oh, man, you should have gone after, because, like, last time I did a mock draft, somebody literally told me you should have gone defense, right? Straight up, like, first 3 rounds, which, I understand where they're coming from, but, like, I think you also got to go after players that are going to be big-time impact for you from the get, right? So let's go and just do a real quick recap. James Pierce Jr., is he going to follow the Cardinals at 16? We don't know, right? We've seen multiple mock drafts that he does. We've seen some mock drafts that he gets picked up somewhere in the top 10, right? But I know Mike Green's stock has gone up as well. So we got after James Pierce Jr. with our 16th overall pick. Then you get a guard, hopefully of the future, in a Tyler Booker. Then I get Tez Johnson. This is the trade that I ended up doing. So I did trade back, what was it, like 6 spots. Then I kind of did like a pick swap, but then I did get one of their 6th round picks back. So for what it's worth, that's what we did. So we got Tez Johnson with that pick up at the 84th overall. A lot of people aren't going to like it, but it's okay. I think he's going to be a great player. I really do. Then you go Jackson Dart. Is he going to be there at 113? I don't know, right? Especially with his draft stock going up, but a player that I'm still going to preach and still harp on the idea that I feel like the Cardinals need to go after a quarterback. They need to go after a quarterback in this draft. I'm just going to put it out there. Then at the 120th, you go after Joshua Farmer out of FSU, and then you go after a tackle that plays primarily the right side in a Johnny Cornelius out of Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know here how you feel about this mock draft 2.0 before the draft, obviously, and obviously before the free agency market as well, which should open up a little under a month. So really good things coming our way. Another huge shout out here to BetUS, which is sponsoring the AZ Sports Fan throughout the entirety of the offseason. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know here in the comments below. Appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day and go Cardinals.